to be held July 24th be approved as amended, and the amendment is add a closed session, section 3.3, to discuss proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality or local board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Carry. Any disclosure of pecuniary interest or general nature thereof of any item on today's agenda? Seeing none, we'll note that in the minutes. Business. We have a motion moved by Susan Irwin, seconded by Lynn Clegus. Whereas council directed the manager of emergency services / fire chief to investigate the potential purchase of a 2020 Spartan rescue pumper located in the United States. And whereas the township strategic plan and fire master plan emphasize the importance of maintaining equipment and infrastructure to support emergency operations. And whereas following a detailed review of the apparatus, the manager of emergency services fire chief recommends trading in the current 2003 pumper and purchasing the 2020 Spartan rescue pumper. And whereas the township's procurement policy permits the purchase of used equipment exceeding $50,000 with council's approval. And whereas the manager of emergency services fire chief recommends proceeding with the purchase of the 2020 Spartan rescue pumper from Car Company Automotive Inc. Now therefore it be it resolved that council approves the recommendation of the fire chief to purchase a 2020 pumper rescue from Carco Automotive Inc. in the amount of $516,507 in Canadian dollars. And further, that it be funded from reserves and be included in the 2026 budget to replenish the reserves. And that the mayor and CAO clerk enter a contract with Carco Automotive Inc. Discussion. Chris, do you want to start?
Sure. So as council requested, I went down to have a look at this vehicle. It's in very good condition. It does need some Canadian retrofit to it to accommodate. It originally came from Texas, so there's a pump heater and so on and so forth, and some equipment. I've listed the pricing on that down below in the report. So when it should be delivered any time that we wish to have it up here, probably could have it here in the next month and a half to 2 months, if that's council's request.
Okay. Questions or comments from council? Duncan.
That's you, Madam Mayor. Yes, Chief. I remember from previous meetings, there was a reason we did not go with a Canadian supplier on this purchase. Can you just remind me of why we could not purchase this from any Canadian supplier?
It wasn't because we couldn't, approach a Canadian supplier. It's just the equipment that they were selling wouldn't suit the needs that we wanted for the fire department. It wouldn't serve the purpose for what we had. So when I went down to look at it, it was not going to work for us.
Perfect. So we did try with a Canadian supplier and the equipment was not appropriate, and that's why we're going with the US supplier.
Correct. Plus a better price.
Yeah, perfect. And thank you for the $900,000 in estimated savings.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Nikki.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yes, and thank you for all the work you did on this, Chief. My question is, when they deliver it, will they pick up the other tanker, the trade-in, and take it back as well? And that will be included. We won't have extra costs shipping that other unit back.
Through you, Madam Mayor, to Councillor Gowdy. So they will be delivering, I believe, probably to Syracuse. We will bring it across. The cost for the customs, I'm in discussion with them on that, with the broker. We might have to pay that cost, which won't be a terrible amount. There's the tax, of course. As far as the pumper that's going back for trade, they will be coming up to pick that up, I think, probably at a separate time. So okay. I guess just to clarify too, the refurbishment of the 2 tankers will be done, as the report says, in the 20-year cycle, that their respective cycle as well. So there's one next year and one in, I believe, in 2032.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? If not, all those in favor? Carried.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay. So anytime we can save a few hundred, like $900,000, we're in.
Okay. Good.
Okay, next we have a motion moved by Duncan and seconded by Bill Everett. That council received for information the minutes of the Central Frontenac Septic Reinspection Committee meeting held on June 18th, 2025 and July 15th, 2025. And further, that council endorsed the committee's recommendation to continue the mandatory septic reinspection program in 2025, and that the Mississippi Rideau Septic System Office be retained to complete 100 inspections on Kennebec Lake in 2025, and that council authorized the mayor and CAO clerk to execute an agreement with the Mississippi Rideau Septic System Office for delivery of the 2025 septic reinspection program. Kathy, do you want to mention why we've brought that forward today?
Sure. With respect to the program, and I know that the committee has reviewed everything and you've seen it in the minutes, Eric Cole-Smith sent the agreement, but he said that if we had to wait until August the 12th, they would not be able to do the program this year. I think it's because they've got students right now helping out. So that's why we're bringing it. We have to bring it now if council wishes to continue and do it this year. If not, we'll have to forego this year completely because they need it. He wants to start August the 1st.
And because we deferred the other motion, this was a part of that motion as well. So we have to bring it back separately.
Correct, we do.
Discussion.
And I know Susan is the chair of the committee, so she would be.
Nikki and then Susan.
So I would just like to add that we met on July 15th to consider both Mr. Dillon's report and the recommendations of the committee from the June 18th because they were in opposition. We recognized Mr. Dillon's concerns about staffing and the need for help with enforcement and record keeping. So for the balance of 2025, we will have administrative support for Andy's department, as well as the bylaw enforcement officer will be assisting with the enforcement. So those were his big concerns. So I think we're at a point where we can proceed with 2025 with the 100 properties. And then we will be meeting as a committee to do an overall review of the program, establishing priorities for the future. And Fran, you were at the meeting, Bill was at the meeting, Nikki was at the meeting. So if I missed anything, please chime in.
Okay, Nikki.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to clarify, the motion is about going forward with the program this year, but not about hiring somebody full-time. That will be discussed after the org review is reviewed, correct?
Hiring someone, you mean the administrative help?
Yes.
Right now, we will have Sarah, that's already here. She's going to be helping at this point, but you're correct. If moving forward, you'd have to do another, we would have another staff or whatever. Would have to.
So it's just about, the motion is just about going ahead with the program this year and having the Conservation Authority start it in August.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Lynn.
Thanks. So if you said Sarah's the administrative help that's going to be stepping up, is that going to affect her ability to do, and is she going to have to drop something else in order to be able to take that on? Or how is she going to be able to accomplish this? I thought everybody was pretty busy.
We spoke to Sarah at the meeting. She has already provided the 100 names, already had it done for Kennebec Lake already to Eric, so she's got that. She was very comfortable because she has brought up the records into I think it's right up to from 1980, right? She's popped them right on up for Andy already, so that she will be able to continue, because there is some stuff with this way citywide is in that program. So she's going to be adding things into that program to be able to say, like, when the septic system was, was installed and so on and so forth. And she said, no, she can do that fairly well. She has no issues with that. And actually she picks up very quick. So no, she will not have to, and any other things. We're going to have her continue with all the other stuff as well.
Thank you.
The other thing that I would add to the discussion was I offered to meet with the real estate folks and to ask them what they thought about the program and if they would share their septic inspection reports that they get when they buy or sell a house. And so far, I've got 2 that are interested in attending a meeting. I just haven't set a date yet, because one of the issues that we talked about at the table was, is this something that could be done by the haulers if we kept it more simple? If we could gather information, like what kind of a tank is it? Is it in good shape? Or do you know when it was installed? And that sort of things. So we're going to be getting some more information that we can take back to the committee to see if there's another way to do this all the way around. Okay, Duncan.
So Kathy, what I'm hearing, just to clear up, you believe you have the resources necessary to make sure that these 100 inspections we're going to be paying for are effective in the overall game plan for septic reinspection.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, all those in favor of the motion? Carried. All right, now that is it. We need to go into closed session. That's moved by Nikki and seconded by Duncan. The council resolve into closed session pursuant to section 239(2) to discuss a proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality or local board. All those in favor? Carried.